If I were to ask you to play a C chord in 5 different places, you probably could. But say if the progression then moves to an F or a G chord, most players have no idea where to go. They jump back to the open position because they don't know where the rest of the key went. This isn't a lack of talent, it's because CAGED is often taught incompletely. What players really struggle with is this question: if I'm playing a chord here, where are all the other chords in the key? In this lesson, I'll show you what CAGED is actually for and how it connects chords inside a key. Most CAGED lessons show you 5 ways to play a chord and then they stop. That's useful, but it stops one step too early because knowing 5 versions of the same chord doesn't help you to play music. There aren't just CAGED shapes, there are what I call CAGED keys. 5 keys that guitarists already know in the open position, namely C major, G major, D major, A major, and E major. If you understand the keys open, then you already understand how the harmony works around the CAGED shapes up the neck. Let's make this practical. In C major, your primary chords are the 1 chord, C major, the 4, F major, and the 5, G major. Now this is the DNA of thousands of songs. And you don't even have to think about it. Your fingers just know where that F and G chord live in relation to the open C. This isn't just a chord progression, it's a spatial relationship, and that relationship is permanent. Now watch the transition. We then slide that C shape up to the 5th fret. It's now an F chord, but we are using the C shape geometry, what I call the feel of C. Here's the critical thing. Because the physics of the guitar doesn't change, the 4 and the 5 chord are still in the same relative position to that shape. The logic you learned in the open position has simply been relocated. CAGED shapes are not isolated chords, they're windows into keys. You're not learning new shapes, you are simply moving a grid you already know. This works the same way for every CAGED shape. The A shape carries the key of A logic with it. The E shape carries the key of E logic. Each one is anchored to a key you hopefully already know in the open position. And to master this, don't try to memorize the whole neck. Pick one shape, let's say the A shape, and find the 1, 4, and 5 chords in the open position, keeping an eye on the movement of the root notes. Then slide the entire grid up the neck. When the shape moves, the key moves with it. This is how you stop memorizing and start navigating. I'm emphasizing the 1, 4, and 5 because they are the strongest connections in the circle of fifths. The circle explains why chords pull the way they do and why keys connect logically. When you combine the physical map of CAGED with the harmonic logic of the circle, you stop guessing and start playing with intent. This is how the fretboard stops feeling like memorization and starts feeling musical. this lesson has clarified something for you, there are 2 resources I've made to go deeper. Caged Clarity breaks down how each shape maps across the fretboard step by step, and the Guitarist's Guide to the Circle of Fifths explains why these keys and progressions connect the way they do. Both are linked down below. Practice well, and I'll see you next time.